Welcome to Connect with Christina, aka the legal plug, aka Call Christina Now. And with me today are the Roney Boys.
Hey, what's up?
I'm probably one of the biggest fans, and I'm proud of that too. These boys are amazing. They have amazing voices, but also amazing personalities, amazing minds, amazing hearts. I mean, I could just go on and on and on, right? But
Thank you.
There's three of you, so this is going to be interesting. Who got into music first?
Ooh,
That's a hard one.
well, I don't know. Israel was born first, so I don't know. Maybe he started.
Maybe.
Is there something you're not telling me? Did you start first?
Okay, so I started probably when I was like 2, like just tinkering around with like little toy pianos and like stuff like that. Like, the toy pianos and like little drums and...
Was it like just natural to you, obviously? You just gravitated to music?
Pretty much, like, music was always part of our, like, music was always a part of our past, so
Yeah,
like, growing up and...
Our dad, he majored in music, and so I guess ever since we were born, we heard him playing the saxophone, and he played jazz music all the time.
But does he have your voices? Can he sing like? Does he have your pipes?
I have a recording of him.
Can he flow? I'm just kidding.
I have a recording of him singing, and it's like... No, I'm kidding. I love you, Dad. If you're watching this, I love you, Dad.
Okay, so then who else followed? Like all of you as collaborative together or one by one?
You know, the earliest memory that I remember would be we would always play Rock Band together. So I don't know if one person started.
I started the rock band movement.
Or you started it.
Yeah.
But then we all gravitated towards that. So we always kind of like played together, you know?
So then at what age was it that this was like, oh my gosh, this isn't just playing around. This is, you guys are going to take it all the way. What age was that?
Probably when we met Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, because they set us up for, life, and career-wise, and life-wise, everything-wise. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really think about it being a serious, I guess, career
Until
we met Jimmy Jam.
And then, so how old were you then?
It was 2010, like
2010,
late
yeah.
2010, early 2011. So I was like 9, 10.
And then you
I was probably
were...
9.
Let's see, 1999, I'm born. April. I was probably around 12.
Okay. And that would make you...
I was like probably 15.
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
And then how did he find you guys? I assume he found you.
They said...
So here's the story. So,
Run it.
Let's hear.
all right. So I was at school, right? No, I wasn't at school. It was after school.
If I'm getting the story right.
And and I had the ukulele, right?
Okay.
You know, let's start over. So I watched the video of Bruno Mars. He did a cover of sorry.
Do you want me to say it?
All right. I'm trying to remember the story. All right. So it was a long time ago, okay? So if I remember correctly, there was a video on YouTube, and he was doing a radio show, Bruno Mars.
Okay.
And they asked him to do a song that he's never done live before. And at that time, it was his first album that he released. And he did the Lazy song. And I saw that video right when it came out. And I was like, oh, I love that song. I want to learn it. And I learned it on the ukulele. And so I learned it, and my dad heard me playing it, and he recorded me. And then at that time, he posted it on YouTube to show my mom. She was at work. And at that time, YouTube wasn't really like YouTube is today, you know?
Right.
So we just posted it, and we just forgot about it.
We gotta find that video. Okay.
It was like almost 3 million views on it.
Oh, that was the Lazy song, right?
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, the Lazy song. So I think I was the first person to cover that song before the song came out.
Of course, the song was enough.
Because
Yeah.
it was on his
So-
radio tour. Yeah.
So I did that, and then after like I want to say like in that 2 months, a month or two, we started getting like a bunch of notifications on the phone, and everyone in the comments were saying, Bruno sent me. And then he tweeted, he said, check out Lil Man trying to take my job.
Wow, that's awesome.
And
That's really cool.
I think that's where the spark
Started.
for music happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, oh man, I really want to do this.
Right. You know Bruno Mars is half Filipino, right?
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's represent.
So, and then that video is what Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis saw. And then they contacted us.
Well, no. Say the real story.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
Jimmy Jam's
yeah.
son Max, he found us
Gotcha.
from that video, and then they were in the studio, and then they heard it, and they're like, "Hey, contact
Check
us."
this out. And then was it from there? Was it just like one after another? Like just, I mean, because you guys are amazing.
Well, we were posting videos, and then we met them, and then they kind of, they guarded us. We were under their wing for like a good 7 years. They mentored us, everything music.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the school of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I see other bands out, right, different states. There's just something so special about you guys. You can't deny it. Like, it's like this magic. I mean, now it's to the level of you don't even have to open your mouth yet. And you can feel this energy of like, who are these guys? And then you start singing and it's like, we just lose ourselves. Then he starts talking and then it's over.
And yes, and then and it's like, oh, wait a second, never mind.
But wait, so who's the most disciplined in this three? When it
Me.
comes to
Oh, sorry.
life in general.
Life?
In general.
Oh, me.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm looking at
because
black coat. Okay.
because like I'm the middle child, right? So they got all the the love and affection. I had to do it on my own. I had to figure it out on my own. So,
But Isaac's the peanut butter though, so he keeps us together.
Oh, I
my
love
job.
that.
Yeah.
that's what I learned, being by myself for
love
such a long time.
Oh my gosh. He loves to joke around. So
Mhm. Yeah, he's a joke.
so who is the official jokester in
Me.
this? Okay.
I thought it was Isaac. Isaac
No,
used
it's
to be the
Isaac.
Joker. But
I don't take a lot of things serious, and that probably gets me in a lot of trouble, especially with my mama.
Okay. And who's the most responsible?
Nah, that's me.
Okay.
yeah, he
Oh,
is
no,
pretty
it's a toss-up.
responsible.
Yeah, if she doesn't know, then it's probably me. I'm probably the most responsible because, like, when you know how to not take things too serious, you can take things very serious at the same time.
Okay, philosopher over here.
I'm about to be spitting quotes out here on that podcast.
Wait, you know what? Can you rap on top of sing? I had to ask. I mean, do you like play around?
I was just thinking. I was like, hey, we should freestyle our story.
Oh boy.
I was thinking that, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
Yeah.
But so you don't. But you do at home.
I mean, like, I don't like rapping because
okay.
I'm a singer, and I
Right.
feel like, you say you can rap, and you're just setting yourself up for disaster.
Okay, so
Yeah.
off the mic, I'm gonna have to be the judge of this.
We can do it on the
Got
mic.
it.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
fine with letting everybody know we can't rap.
On the record. On the record.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, so as far as like, let's say one of you is down. Who's the person that lifts you up other than Black Coat? Like, because I mean, I feel like you're the most successful trio because it's hard to be. There's only three. They say like, someone's always out, but I feel like when I look at you guys, you have it down. You got each other's back.
I think that's the only way it can work when you have each other's back. You have to have a mutual respect.
I think it's like a it's a bounce off each other type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where I'll say something to him, he'll say it to him.
Who's good with words to like lift someone up?
I don't know.
I used
Isaac.
to be
Yeah.
pretty talkative, but now they do all the talking, so I'm just like, I'm chill.
But she's
You're like,
talking
I'll save my voice
Yeah.
and my wisdom.
about- yeah, right.
Yeah, he saves it
He's
for
he's a
for the
gatekeeper.
For the notepad, yeah.
Mhm.
And you guys are writers too, right?
Yeah, we write our
All
music.
three of you?
Mhm.
Yes.
Now, where did you get that?
Okay, I'm gonna give all the credit to Uncle T, Terry
Mhm.
Lewis. We sat down
Like
in
hours.
in the
Yeah.
studio,
Mhm.
and he taught us a lot about writing music, and not just music, but like hit songs, because they got back to back hit songs,
Mm-hmm.
and so we just being in there and kind of witnessing
Yeah.
the process. Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously in life, like there's all these niches, but I feel like, music, that's so special because I couldn't even imagine life without music.
I know.
Yeah.
Life is revolved around music.
Yeah.
You know what John told me?
What?
John from Troop told me the other day. He said our brain is like 90-something% music. Like we're constantly thinking about music,
Yeah.
and that's science.
That's crazy.
But on the subject of writing, real quick, Israel has always been an amazing writer. Like, even before we met Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis,
That's true.
he, like,
Is
I don't
it
know.
Natural,
Terry
raw.
calls it lyricist.
the lyricist, that's a good name right there. Lyricist. Israel's always been an amazing lyricist.
I
I don't know where he got that from. He got it from God.
It was well, yeah.
It's a
yeah.
gift,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like one of those things. But something you can work on too, because there's
Mhm.
days where I just can't write.
Listen
I'm
to
just
it,
like-
to that, guys. What did you say? It's still something you can what?
You can work on. Like it's something you can keep improving. Cause like I find days like where you get into a slump and you're just like, I can't write anything.
Yeah, writer's block.
hmm And then other days where you wake up and it's like I always used to call it a slap of inspiration. Cause it's like whoosh, and it's like, oh, there's a song. And it's like 5 minutes.
So when you write, do you take like your current happiness, current pain, current situation, and you can apply that?
A lot of times, yeah. Like a lot of times,
You're like,
find,
we
like-
met Christina, we love her, we can
Mhm.
write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a lot of
That's a
times
good,
you
like-
vibe off like other people's what they're
Energy.
feeling. So a lot of my songs are about like what other people went through, because I haven't really experienced much like personally when it comes to like heartbreak and things like that. So I got a lot of inspiration from reading about like other people's stories,
Mm-hmm.
and that like is
So-
interesting.
someone's
It's
gonna,
big
someone's
learning.
gonna listen to the songs and be like, "What the heck? That's about me."
Yeah. Yeah, so all our songs, they're about you. They're about you.
And probably that's why people can relate to it,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you guys are so big in music. I mean, let's not age you. You're still young.
I feel
But
old.
Yeah, my knees are getting up. My spinal line is starting to shift a little bit.
Ian's getting the hunch from sitting in the chair for 2
I'm getting the gut from sitting in that chair all day.
Yeah.
guys, we're going shopping after the podcast, and these amazing boys are gonna compete to see, with the same amount of money, who's gonna come out with a slaying fit.
You know what I'm getting those. What you have on your
But-
feet right now.
Oh, my little funny flip flops.
Yeah.
Get away from those. They're not good for your spine.
Okay. You know what else is not good for my spine is I tend to sit like this. I sit on my I lean over on my side.
Yeah, because you're full of swag. That's why.
That's what I thought, but then I read that like you're gonna end up bending your spine alignment.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not trying to do that. I'm only 23
That's okay.
out here.
We'll send you to Dr. Crooks with Pinnacle Pain and Spine. You're good.
Is that a chiropractor?
No, it's pain management. Pain
Oh.
management. So, and I said that on the microphone at prom because I used to break dance and I used to hip hop dance, and so I messed up my right knee, and he like put some amnio or PRP in there, and I don't feel any pain.
You
Really?
say hip hop dance?
Yes.
When are we gonna see
Thank
that?
Yeah.
goodness there's no videos back
Hey,
then.
when are we gonna see that? Though?
Yeah, we gotta
the
see
world
that.
needs to see.
Why
Christina.
did you think that he was playing the Teach Me How to Dougie? That's my favorite song. That's how I got into concerts. I would battle outside of the hall because I didn't have money to go inside to watch, a concert or whatever, and I would battle people outside.
Hey.
That's
Get
dope.
in there.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, hold on. So discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to do what you do. All right, it's not easy. You guys make it look easy, but it's not easy.
Do we make it easy?
You do. It's like you guys are like literally. I can't say this enough. You're amazing, all three of you. So
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
yeah. So
Yeah, the way we rehearse before shows is we just sit back and eat a lot of Twinkies and watch a lot of movies.
black coat allows this.
No.
No.
Where did Twinkies give in this picture?
Oh, sorry,
Wait,
not
do you
Twinkies.
hold on?
I
Do
don't
you
allow
freeze the
Twinkies in the
Twinkies? Do you refrigerate them? You gotta do those
I
right.
lied. I don't like Twinkies.
Okay.
I used to eat Twinkies
it's
a
the
lot
ding
when I was a
dongs
kid.
and the ho ho.
I'm not sure why we're on this topic, but okay.
Well, we're talking about discipline.
Yeah.
So to bring
Oh
it back
yes,
to
so
discipline.
yeah, bring it back, all the way back.
Yeah.
So what? So I mean, look, let's just be honest here, right? You three are good looking, and you guys are in your prime time, but yet you are disciplined enough to make the right decisions, to not have bad habits, not to be around girls, even though they're probably all over sliding in your DMs. That's discipline. So what is it? Is it the love for music, love for black coat? How can you have such discipline like this at this age?
I don't know. I think it's been instilled in our brain since we were
Yeah.
young to be like. We've had a lot of people tell us about their experience and what they've gone through, so we kind of learn from that in a way, and we kind of just have it etched in our brain. We were taught that.
What to expect?
Also, like, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, when you're so focused on something and you don't have any like time for other things, it's like that kind of takes.
A backseat.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like everything else like becomes like, what are the priorities here? Because then it's like,
Excuse me,
it's
guys.
like that's what matters. Like,
And for other people out there right now, trying to pursue music. I mean, now that you've been in this, space for a long time, what can you share with them to lead them in the right path?
I'd say just
One by one, starting with you.
All right. I'd say just focus on your path and your goal, and don't ever take that exit. Don't ever just veer off in the wrong direction. Just keep going straight. Because if you keep going straight, there might be some obstacles. There is gonna be obstacles in the road. There's gonna be things trying to get at you, people trying to get at you. The sharks, they're gonna try to,
Take advantage.
yeah, take advantage. Try to come in right at the worst time, or like,
It's
right
always at the worst time.
It's always at the
Or like
best
when you're
time.
vulnerable, or like if you're, we're humans, right? So
Yeah.
even when with those ups and downs, there's always going to be a thing. That's how we appreciate good days.
Yeah.
So you're right. But you're saying sometimes they strike you at that moment.
Mm-hmm. It always comes at the right and wrong moment, if that makes sense.
Next.
But it's character development.
There you go. It
Yeah.
is. That's
Yeah.
very
Okay.
true.
If
Okay,
that doesn't
so-
happen, then you're not learning.
There you
can't
go.
learn
that's
from it.
true. That's true. Like,
So, with this question, I always wanna answer it with something that's not generic. Something that you hear all the time would be like what Ian said, right? It's like, hey, just keep continuing.
I love these guys.
But let's see. I gotta think about something that like would actually mean something. So Israel, you go.
Okay, Israel, you
what
go.
was the question again?
Just to other people who are trying to pursue music, what advice can you give them to put them in the right path?
Make the music that you love, that like inspires you, because then if you like what music you listen to is usually the music that you're inspired by. So like you have to use that, kind of find your unique self, and then that is what's gonna help you along the way, is finding out who you are, like your identity, and then boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come back to that after he answers his actual helpful.
Yeah. So the actual helpful thing is people that are pursuing music need to know that it's not going to be easy and it's not going to be all glamour and Hollywood and
That's fair.
whatnot. They need to know that, and they, if they really want to pursue it, they need to know that they're gonna have to go through it, and they're gonna have to, no matter what, like what Ian said, keep pursuing, because that even though that is generic, like that's really
Not
it.
generic. That's true.
Like you're gonna have people that are telling you to do this, to go this way, and to people telling you to go this way, and I think before you need to know what you want to do, otherwise you're just gonna be told by a lot of different people to go different ways, and it's just gonna confuse you, and then it's probably gonna slow you down at the same time. So once you have, you know, the goal and where you want to go, the path that you want to go in music specifically, follow it and really just stay strong to that. And you could listen to people because you have to, you know. You have to listen to people. There's so many people that are going to tell you stuff. And you can't be rude to them. You can't.
In fairness, you just went back to what they both said,
Yeah.
but added your twist. I like that.
But I'm just adding more detail. I'm adding I'm getting the gritty. I'm getting the real nitty.
So then, which I was gonna go back to him for that. So then, when that happens to you, and I know it's happened to you, do you do it as a team with Black Coat? Like, how do you guys, really come? Because that's not easy. So how do you come to the decision of, you know what? We don't feel good about that. That's not the direction we want to go. But thank you. But we would rather do this. I can't imagine that being easy. But do you do that as a team? Obviously.
We think, okay, so, yeah, we think long and hard about what a response would be. Like if people are and sometimes it takes weeks.
I like that too. Guys, you should learn that. When people ask you a question, you're not obligated to answer right there and then. You can sit on it for as long as you need to till you arrive at the decision that makes you happy. Right?
Yeah, I think that's another thing is pressure. There's a lot of pressure, and you are going to be pressured to
Make a decision right away.
yeah, like that. And you don't have to. Just sit on it. If someone's like, and they're probably, I don't know. But, yeah.
And if it is something where it's like, they're telling you to make that decision right away, and you don't feel good about it.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, that's not for you.
That's like putting pressure on you, because So, and then as far as like music in general, is there like a specific genre of music that you guys prefer, or do you just love all kinds of music? Because obviously you slay R&B. I'm sorry, but when I was playing your songs, my ex-husband and other people, they were like, they sound better than the people that sing it. I'm sorry.
I know, no, it's okay, but I don't like hearing that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Because they're humble, guys.
It's like you.
Okay, we'll cut that part. We'll cut that part.
Because
We'll cut
the
that
people
part.
that
Don't
we
worry.
have covered, I adore
Respect them.
Not
Yeah.
just respect, we
Yeah.
adore them and we know a lot of them.
We'll cut that. Don't worry.
We're
No, you have to
friends
cut-
with
I
them,
actually wanna
and
say that.
just
Yeah, that's like
it hurts. Like we're not trying
A lot
to.
of people say
make
that
it
we
better.
do it better, and as much as we appreciate it, I don't accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're amazing.
Yes. And all the respect goes to the original.
'Cause they made it.
We're just
Yeah.
covering. We're just covering
Just
it,
paying tribute to them.
paying tribute,
Yeah. I love.
and we're not trying to do anything better. We're just trying to appreciate the music that they created. And share
And
it
pay
to
tribute to it.
tribute and
Yeah.
share it to hopefully a younger audience that's never heard it.
Right.
Show it to a group of people that haven't heard it yet.
When you do it, and I mean, you get everyone on their feet for sure. So, okay, before we end, what's your favorite memory so far doing music? Starting with you.
With me? Oh,
Yes.
man. It's my favorite memory.
And he has the
I
worst
think-
memory.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Let me see.
Christmas.
Oh, I keep thinking about the Grammy Gala because Smokey Robinson was there and Berry Gordy, and they were doing like a Motown thing. And that was like crazy because that was like the first time we've ever been in that type of like stage performance type of situation. That was crazy. Like, that
Was it
so
like surreal?
Yeah, it was surreal. It was completely like
It was
I don't
kind
know,
of
it's hard to explain.
it was kind of the first time we were on like a real stage. It was at the time it was called the Nokia Theater. I don't know what they call it now. I don't think they call it the Nokia Theater anymore. But it was the first time we were on like an actual, stage in front of a lot of people, and not just any people, but like Smokey Robinson and Barry Gordy, just legends, a bunch of legends in the room. So
That's your favorite memory too.
Okay, well now it's gonna sound rude if I say that. After saying that, but he said it, so I gotta think of something else now. That's a spotlight. That's definitely like a highlight. My favorite memory in music is probably being in the studio with Uncle T and Uncle Jam. Just thinking back at that, I feel so warm and cuddly. and just hearing hearing all their just their process. It was really interesting.
And you, Ian?
I would have to say the same thing about that. It was a blessing to be able to be in the presence of them and learning from them
Mm-hmm.
for that long, and just getting soaked up in that, what they are, is amazing.
Right, just lasting things that you'll take with you forever, right?
Yeah.
And when you guys are up on that stage, how does it feel?
It used to feel very like, remember this and that and this. But now, I mean, we just feel free on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can let loose and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
If it's not fun, then why are you doing
Yeah.
it? You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you guys bring the life to anywhere that you guys come to. So, my producer says it's time to go, but you have to say something to Black Coat. So,
I was saying something to Black Coat.
Yeah.
Of course we do.
Yep.
What does Black Coat want to hear? See, now she's on the spot.
and before you sing a song for Black Coat, I'm putting you on the spot, you guys. From your heart, what can you say to Black Coat?
If you weren't in this world, I wouldn't want to be in it.
I wouldn't be in this world if you weren't in this world.
She's cool.
The travieso, the troublemaker over here. The peanut butter that holds the sandwich together.
Knows how much I love Black Coat, a.k.a. my mom, a.k.a. my little sunshine.
Black Coat is pretty amazing. Yeah. We protect Black Coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she get it.